My name is Maria, and this is Birtesminde. We started the farm here in 2015. The reason why we started making pigs as we do today is actually fundamentally because we wanted to change the way that we produce meat. And we started from scratch. We started seeing what kind of pigs are there, how are they living today in the Danish system, how can we do it in another way, how can we do it as natural as possible for the pig. It was hard to do farming in the way that we do because very few people are doing it. All the old knowledge about having animals in this kind of way is kind of lost. Pig farming is an old Danish tradition. We got, for example, flæskesteg for Christmas and frikadeller and krebinetter, and there's really a lot of Danish dishes which you use pig for. But the pig production in Denmark has over the last 40-50 years taken a wrong turn, in my view, making more and more pigs in less and less space. Our pigs are different kind of races. It's old races that have not been pushed to grow so fast. They're all the Hungarian race, which is called Mangalitsa. It's the woolen one. And then we have an old Danish race, which is called Sortbrød Dansk Landrace, the black-spotted Danish pig. They actually grow about 40-50% slower than the modern pig is growing. And that means that it's being slaughtered when it's quite old. It gets time to develop a lot of taste, and the fat gets into the muscles, and it makes a fantastic piece of meat. All our pigs live on free land all their lives. They have a little hut which they can go into. We have pig in small groups. 10 to 15 pigs are living together from birth to slaughter. We don't put rings in our pigs' noses so they cannot dig in the ground, because we think it's a very natural thing for a pig to do. One of our sows is called Roskva. He just gave birth to about 12 piglets. Normally we get 9 piglets per sow, which is a lot less than the modern pig, which gives birth to about 20 piglets per sow. That means there's a lot of milk, and there's a lot of room for the piglets, so it gives strong babies. And also the piglets is living with their mom until she stops giving milk, so they're about 3.5 to 4 months old. We feed our pigs in a little different way than many others do. 20% of the food is coming from clover and grass. All the rest of the food is coming from leftovers from other producers. For example, we are getting a lot of mash from Herslev Bryghus. We're getting old bread and pastries from Ølbukko. We bring home every time we bring in meat in Copenhagen. Sloenberg from Vitra Møller, and a lot of other stuff like food and berries and stuff from local producers. Every day we drive out with the tractor to feed the pigs, and as soon as they hear the tractor, they come running towards us, happy and looking forward to getting fed. Especially the Sloenberg and the croissants is something that makes the pigs really happy and makes them taste really well.
You're on a pastry diet, just like me.
We produce about 200 pigs every year, and this is our maximum because we value that the pigs have a lot of space. We move them around a lot, and in the summer period they have big green areas where they go and eat their clover and their grass. We deliver our pigs to a lot of restaurants. We have a really good relationship with Ølbukko because they also very much think about the quality of the meat, and also about using everything. I mean, they make a sausage of the lungs and the liver and all the offcuts. Another restaurant that we work with is Dragsholm Slot, which is a Michelin restaurant in the area, just 20 minutes from here.
My name is Jeppe Fordager, and this is Dragsholm Slot. The castle is 800 years old, and the restaurant had the Michelin star since 2017. As a chef, I really want my guests to see how good quality pork can taste made in the right way. We chose to work with Birthes Minde pork because it's the best pork we get from the area, but I think it's also the best pork you can get in Denmark, and they are just happy pigs. So you can really taste that in the meat, and you can also see it in the fat layer and in the fat in the meat. The good pork meat, there's texture in the meat. You can just really taste it. It tastes like pork should taste. You can see the color in the meat is more dark because the animals have been running around and used the muscle. And we want to do it as simple as possible, so people really can taste the meat and don't be afraid to eat the fat also. So we just lightly grill it and glaze it with a paste made of fermented tomatoes and peppers and a little bit of onions. And then we serve it with just new tomatoes from the area and herbs from the beach and a sauce made from the bones. So it's very fresh, very summery, the dish. And the pork is just the best piece of barbecue pork you can get.
If you like our work, support us on Patreon, where we also have a food community called The Hungries. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more food and travel videos. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at Anders Huset and Carnivore. Thanks for watching!